Module overview. The final module of this course addresses a critical, lifelong question in the artistic journey. How can an artist not only define but sustain and evolve their personal style throughout changing times, trends, tools, and inner transformations? Developing a personal style is not a one-time achievement, but an ongoing dynamic process of deepening, refining, and recontextualizing one's artistic identity. Module 10 explores the philosophies, practices, and strategic frameworks that enable artists to nurture stylistic longevity while remaining adaptable to internal growth, societal shifts, and global innovations. Artists must resist stagnation, yet avoid drifting so far from their core that they lose authenticity. This module strikes the delicate balance between consistency and innovation, equipping artists to stay grounded in their aesthetic essence while pursuing continuous reinvention. Core themes and concepts. 1. The evolutionary nature of style. Style as a living organism, not a fixed trait. How age, experience, environment, and worldview alter expression. The influence of major life events on creative direction. Consistency versus reinvention. Maintaining recognizable stylistic signatures, knowing when to preserve and when to evolve, avoiding redundancy without losing identity. The role of research and inspiration, staying informed on global art movements and media developments, drawing inspiration from unlikely sources, science, history, philosophy, feeding the creative mind through continuous intellectual and sensory exploration. Establishing rituals and systems. Building habits that nurture creativity daily, weekly, seasonally. Studio organization and time management for long-term sustainability. Creative disciplines, writing, walking, sketching, meditating, reading. Documentation and archiving. Creating a personal archive, digital portfolios, journals, project logs, periodic reviews of past works for insight and trajectory, cataloging ideas, themes, experiments for future return. Adapting to technological and cultural change. Understanding how tools shape style, e.g. AI, digital software, VR/AR. Evolving with new platforms, e.g. NFTs, social media galleries, Web3. Navigating shifting cultural narratives, ethics, and inclusion. Avoiding creative burnout. Recognizing signs of artistic exhaustion. The value of rest, play, and doing nothing, mental health, physical well-being, and sustaining creative energy. Strategic style expansion. Creating style branches, diversifying within your signature, working in series, collections, and thematic cycles, experimenting in public while protecting core aesthetics. Mentorship, legacy, and influence. Mentoring younger artists as a form of reflection, understanding how your style influences others, building a legacy through curation, writing, teaching, and collaboration. Reassessing artistic identity. Periodically rewriting your artist statement, asking essential questions. Who am I now? What do I believe? What do I want to express? Style not as a container, but as a mirror for inner transformation. Practical assignments. Personal evolution map. Create a visual timeline of your artistic evolution from the beginning of your career to now, noting major shifts and influences. Future self letter. Write a letter to your future artist self, outlining what you hope your style evolves into over the next 10 years. Style legacy project. Design a multi-part project that embodies both your current voice and your envisioned next chapter. Recontextualization challenge. Recreate an old work with your current tools, perspectives, and style. Analyze the contrast. Annual style review plan. Draft a framework for assessing and refining your style every year using metrics of creativity, emotional resonance, and growth. Learning outcomes. By the end of this module, you will be able to recognize and embrace the evolving nature of artistic style, design systems and rituals to support long-term creative sustainability, protect their core voice while remaining open to reinvention, archive and document their work with purpose and structure, develop strategies for avoiding creative burnout and staying inspired, adapt to cultural, technological, and philosophical changes, reflect on legacy, mentorship, and intergenerational impact. See style as a continuum, one that grows alongside the artist's soul and story, real-world applications. Artists can maintain a recognizable brand while innovating across decades. Structured creative practices lead to greater productivity and clarity, resilience in adapting to changing industries, tools, and audiences, ability to train others, contribute to communities, and build long-term relevance, sustainable, reflective careers anchored in purpose, curiosity, and depth.